Just ahead on CTV News. We're 2 days away from 2026, and the fire department wants you to be safe this New Year's Eve.
All fireworks are illegal in Prince George's County, and so, if someone wants to partake in any sort of fireworks display, we always ask that they leave it to the professionals.
And
if you want to be a kid again, come to the Fun Box in Bowie. I'm Jonathan Hunter. Coming up, I have more on what this place has to offer.
And Simon Buggs has our Tuesday sports page. These stories and more on CTV News, starting now.
Good evening, this is CTV News for Tuesday, December 30th. I'm Michaela Newton.
And I'm Katara Jones. Thanks for joining us. As many families plan to gather to count down to the new year, the Prince George's Fire Department wants to remind residents to leave the fireworks to the professionals. Remember, fireworks are illegal in Prince George's County. Residents caught with fireworks could face a $1,000 fine and possibly 6 months in jail. Through the agency's amnesty program, residents can turn the explosives over to the fire department without facing a penalty.
There are so many people that unfortunately do utilize fireworks, and we don't want to inundate the 911 system with those calls. And so we really want to stress that folks use the online platform or that they utilize the non-emergency number to report any fireworks usage.
Residents can report someone shooting fireworks to the county's non-emergency number at 301-352-1200 or online at 911.mypgc.us. The Prince George's County Council appoints Walla Blakey to fill the vacant at-large council seat. The announcement came during a virtual special hearing on Monday in a unanimous 9-0 vote. Blakey will fill the seat that was previously held by Calvin Hawkins, who stepped down earlier this month. She has been representing the residents of District 6 on the council since 2022. Another special hearing will have to be held to fill the District 6 vacancy. Residents looking to join the council must submit a statement of interest and a resume by 5 p.m. on January 2nd to the council.
Well, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the Maryland man that was mistakenly deported by ICE, will be back in court in the new year. A federal judge has scheduled a hearing on whether the prosecution has been vindictively seeking a human smuggling case against Abrego Garcia. This centers around an incident in 2022 where Abrego Garcia was pulled over with 9 people in the car. In an order from the judge, the prosecution will have to explain the reasoning for the charges at the hearing. It is set for January 28th.
Immigration advocates in Maryland are hoping lawmakers pass legislation banning immigration enforcement agreements during the next session. Groups like CASA say the surge in immigration arrests highlights the need for the ban, with more than 3,000 people in Maryland this year. George Escobar, the incoming executive director of CASA, is critical of the General Assembly's last-minute move in the Maryland Senate, stripping out their proposal to ban so-called 287G agreements, which allow local police agencies to work with federal immigration officials. So far, 8 counties in Maryland have signed 287G agreements. Delegate Nicole Williams of Prince George's County has vowed to bring the legislation back in 2026.
Meanwhile, Maryland's new House Speaker, Jocelyn Pena-Milnick, is wasting no time reshaping leadership in Annapolis. She replaced former House Speaker Adrienne Jones after she stepped down. But on Monday, the Prince George's and Anne Arundel County Democrat rolled out a revamped leadership team and committee structure ahead of the 2026 General Assembly, which begins January 14th. The shakeup includes a brand new standing committee and new chairs across most House committees, with Pena-Milnick citing upcoming federal cuts and growing challenges around infrastructure, energy, and affordability. You're watching CTV News. I'm Michaela Newton.
And I'm Katara Jones. Still to come, the state of Maryland is receiving a multi-million-dollar funding to advance rural health care services.
That's right. After the break, find out how much the state will receive and where the money is coming from. Stay with us.
Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one.
High school.
Hey, Dad. Do you want to talk about what happened earlier?
Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age. Some others don't.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy, it's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is finding the right seat, so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax, it always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Welcome back. A salmonella outbreak linked to raw oysters has left 64 people sick across 22 states. This is according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Maryland is among the affected states with one reported case. Pennsylvania currently has 10 reported cases, and the CDC also reports that at least 20 people have been hospitalized, though no deaths have been reported. It's important to remember you cannot tell if an oyster has germs by looking at it. The way to kill harmful germs in oysters is to cook them properly.
The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid has announced that Maryland will receive $168 million to bolster its rural health care services. The money will come from the Rural Health Transportation Program, a 5-year, $50 billion health care fund that was included in President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill. $10 billion in funds will be distributed each year from 2026 through 2030. Officials say the funding will strengthen local healthcare workforce, bolster current programs, and implement evidence-based strategies that will have lasting impacts on the health and well-being of rural communities.
According to the Maryland Department of Labor, the state lent nearly $2.5 million to federal workers impacted by the shutdown. That said, the state has recovered less than 4% of those funds by mid-December. Under the program, Maryland federal employees who were required to work without pay were eligible for a $700 loan to be paid back within 45 days of the government reopening. A second round of $700 loans was announced in early November and extended the repayment deadline for all loans to January 26th. The shutdown lasted 43 days from October 1st to November 12th.
The Maryland Comptroller's Office is putting out the word about its unclaimed property division, which safeguards abandoned property that banks, stockbrokers, credit unions, and insurance companies must, by law, transfer to the state after a period of inactivity. As of December 15th, the state had nearly $3 billion of misplaced and forgotten assets. Officials want to get the money back to its rightful owners. The agency says it has taken steps in recent months to modernize the division. In fiscal year 2025, the state paid $120 million in claims, more than double the amount paid in fiscal year 2024. If you think you may have unclaimed assets, you can go to the website right there on your screen and search your name or business.
Organizers are officially in the midst of nomination and voting season for the 37th Annual Whammy Music Awards. The awards are set for March 28th at the Capitol Turnaround in Southeast D.C. They're calling all music artists, venues, and community groups to get involved. The Whammy celebrate 19 genres of music, spotlighting local talent from all over the DMV region.
On this platform, we're able to uplift the DMV music scene. So the community, so whether an artist or like I said, a music venue or a community organization doing good work in our community, you know, the Whammies helps uplift and celebrate them. Those people who were celebrating on the Whammy stage come back around to help us encourage and educate and inform and mentor, you know, this next generation.
The nomination window closes on Wednesday. Self-nominations are encouraged, but for more information, visit whammies.org. Still to come on CTV News, a new year brings new opportunities and maybe even a new furry family member.
After the break, find out of our last pet of the week of the year. We'll be back in a moment.
Listen up. It's the fourth quarter. You're almost there. Your boys just turned 18, but they need one more push. Don't let them forget to register with the Selective Service System. It's required by law, and if they don't register, they'll miss out on many important federal benefits. Parents, teachers, coaches, say it with me, sss.gov. sss.gov. Let's get them registered today.
Every minute, 20 people in the United States experience physical abuse from an intimate partner. But domestic violence goes beyond abuse.
I stand for kids growing up in safe, loving homes.
It's not always a partner. It can also be family.
Yo apoyo a las familias fuertes y a las comunidades fuertes.
Abuse can be emotional, verbal, and financial.
I stand for every survivor finding support and justice.
I stand for justice that protects and empowers.
I stand for teaching the next generation that love is never abuse.
We stand united against domestic violence.
Break the silence, break the cycle.
It's now time for our pet of the week, and his name is Nevis. This 5-month-old domestic short-haired kitten would be a great addition to any household.
Animal Services says he's a sweet boy who loves to be around people.
A 5-month-old domestic short-haired kitten. He's very sweet, loves to cuddle, just a playful guy who would be great in any household. Other pets, I'd recommend a slow introduction. Just keep an eye on him, keep an eye on other pets. Also recommend just having him in a private room for a couple weeks so he can decompress. Going from a shelter environment to a home environment can be very stressful for them as well.
So if you're looking for a new furry friend to bring a spark into your new year, call Anima Services at 301-780-7200.
That's right, and a part of the shelter's Holidays adoption promotion, all adoption fees will be waived until the end of the year. But remember, your next best friend could be just one phone call away.
And now that Christmas is over, you may be wondering what to do with your tree. It might be a good again next year, or you may be ready to throw it out. And if you're tossing yours here in Prince George's, residents can leave their trees on the curb by 6 a.m. every Monday in January. In Montgomery County, you can either request a bulk trash pickup for your artificial trees or leave them on the curb by 7 a.m. on recycling collection days.
And if you're ready to party for the new year and want to stay safe, Metro has you covered. The rail system will be offering free bus rides and rail fares from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Wednesday night. They do warn that some stations will see last trains run before 2 a.m., so double check on the station's page to see what time yours might be leaving. On New Year's Day, the rail will be open at 5 a.m. and close at midnight. Bus service will run on a Sunday schedule.
Well, Funbox, the indoor bounce park, has brought its largest location to Bowie. And while it's geared for kids, people of all ages can come and have some fun.
That's right. Our Jonathan Hunter got a tour of the place today, and he has our story.
When you come to the Funbox in Bowie, you will see this large 9,000 square foot inflatable with 5 different sections. And I can tell you, people here are having a blast. Woo. And that includes Natasha Goodwin, who brought her daughter Nova to Funbox for their Christmas break.
I mean, it's so much stuff to do for all ages. They have an under 5 play area that's good for the babies. They have an arcade when you need to take a break from the fun house. And of course, this Funbox is absolutely incredible.
The massive 21,000 square foot indoor playground has a lot to offer, including 6 party rooms, and of course, the large inflatable where kids can go down the slide, play basketball, and more.
It has 5 zones that create different experiences, from character engagement, where you can play a fun game like hide and seek, slides, Marshmallow Mountain are some of our featured attractions.
Audrey Achonu is one of the business owners. She says the place is great for more than just birthday parties.
It's a great space for family night out, game night, karaoke, community groups, mom groups that want to organize a hangout.
And for parents with little children, this is the perfect place to let them loose.
Kind of exploring and seeing what this is all about. I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, so I think this is right up their alley. And yeah, hoping to come back again.
Achonu wants parents to put everything on pause when they come inside and just focus on the children.
They want to slide with you. They want to play arcade games with you. So it really invites just a reconnection, a moment of just focusing on our most precious things in life, and that's family.
And the kids tell me they had a great time. Did you guys have a good time? In Bowie, Jonathan Hunter, CTV News.
Wow, so much fun. And don't worry, guys, Jonathan did not get injured. He's what we like to call a bounce house expert.
That's right. And apparently he worked at Pump It Up back in the day.
All right, well, don't move because Simon Buggs is next with our Tuesday sports page.
Yeah, and I hear he has some highlights from the hardwood. What's going on, Simon?
Stay tuned for your Tuesday sports page, guys, because I have some college hoops highlights coming your way. Don't move.
You've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. You have to carefully monitor your health for the rest of your life, and you have an increased risk of developing cardiovascular disease. Cut. Type 2, take 2. Action. You've been diagnosed with a new purpose, to fight for the amazing life you made for yourself, to look that risk of heart disease square in the face and say, no, not me. You've been given a new opportunity to live. Get started at NoDiabetesByHeart.org.
Go ahead and grab a seat, everyone, because I have a great sports page lined up for you today. Now, first up, there's some college hoops action going on over in College Park yesterday as the Terps women's basketball team looked to remain undefeated in their game against Wisconsin. Now, Maryland got off to a great start as Sailor Poffenbarger knocking down the long-range jumper and Aluchi Okananawa taking the ball coast to coast for the layup, combined with the Lady Badgers struggling to find their shot, helped the Lady Terps jump out to a 14-5 lead. And as the first quarter went on, Maryland continuing to shoot well and turning defense into offense, like the steal by Okananawa that turned into a bucket on the other end, helped the team close the opening quarter with a 29-8 lead over Wisconsin. Now, Maryland's offense did cool off in the second quarter, but Wisconsin wasn't able to close the gap as they shot worse from the field, shooting only 15%. Yikes. And the 14 points Maryland did score in the quarter had them going to halftime up 43-18 on Wisconsin. And in the end, the Lady Terps won the game 97-59 to move to 14-0 on the season. Head coach Brenda Free spoke after the game when she commented on how well her team has been playing.
The effort and intensity that first quarter, when you talk about 29-8, I thought we set the tone with our defense, our rebounding, really aggressive against a really good Wisconsin team, really well-coached team. And just loved how, offensively having 4 players in double figures, I thought we were in a really good rhythm. Awesome to be able to see Aluchi get her career high and in under 20 minutes. But I love the flow right now of how we're playing offensively and the chemistry and the connection.
All right, Maryland, I see you. 14 wins in a row ain't no joke, y'all. The team will return to action versus Illinois on New Year's Day at 4 o'clock. Good luck, ladies. Sticking with more Terp sports news, cornerback Jamari Glasgow has announced that he will return to Maryland for another year. In his first year under head coach Mike Locksley, the Temple Hills native was a ball hawk, recording a team-high 4 picks, one of them being a pick 6 against UCLA. Glasgow was classed as a redshirt junior this past season and has 1 year of eligibility remaining. Glasgow is the second corner to announce his return to Maryland. Meanwhile, the Washington Wizards fell to the Phoenix Suns last night, 115-101. The next opponent will be the Milwaukee Bucks tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And finally, the Washington Capitals lost to the Florida Panthers yesterday, 5-3. The Caps are now 20-14-5 and will take the ice next versus the New York Rangers tomorrow at 12:30. And that wraps up your Tuesday sports page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports.
Thanks, Simon. And before we head out, we wanted to share with our viewers that our very own Byron Scott is wrapping up his journey with CTV News.
Yes, for over a decade, Byron Scott has been an integral part of our newsroom and a great part of what makes CTV so special.
So before we leave, here's a highlight reel of just some of Byron's best moments here at CTV News. Take a look.
Good evening. This is CTV News for September 3rd. I'm Byron Scott.
And I'm Michaela Newton. Thanks so much for joining us.
The farm starts out the year with roughly 30,000 turkeys on the property, and almost all of those will be sold between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I like how you can see the turkeys over there.
They came from far and near to get their fresh bird at Show Enough Turkey Farm in Fulton. Attorneys for the apartment complex issued a cease and desist order at the end of last year against WMATA, and this is why. They say its buses are damaging the property and that WMATA refuses to pay for the damages. Barring any changes, the last buses are scheduled to roll through here on Sunday, January 12th. Well, Katia, imagine a grocery store that shows up right in your neighborhood. Well, that's exactly what Curbside Groceries is doing in Prince George's County.
And you'll find the M&T Accelerator. You can simply sign up there.
So you're excited about this. I pick that up.
Oh, yes. I'm always excited. I'm always excited because, again, we're making impact and we're seeing it every day.
And still to come on CTV News. Simon Buggs is here with our Friday sports page, and we hear one NFL rookie showing appreciation for his team. Columbia Airfield was located in Croom, southern Prince George's County, and operated from 1940 to 1962. The exhibit is interactive. This display, for example, tells the story of Lou Shorter.
I was born in 1935 and grew up in the Northeast DC neighborhood.
Once again, the exhibit is called Columbia Air Center, Determined to Fly. It officially opens this Friday at 10 a.m. Admission to the museum is free. This is where the incident happened on July 4th, just behind me here, on the 4500 block of Akron Street in Temple Hills. Police are asking anyone who may have information or who attended the gathering to give them a call. In Temple Hills, Byron Scott, CTV News.
And still to come on CTV News.
Simon Buggs is here with our Tuesday sports page.
That's right, and he's talking football, plus see what the new name is for the stadium where the Commanders
You'll have
play.
to wait to find out.
Back in a moment.
11 months after they were sent back to China, a new set of pandas has arrived in the nation's capital. As for when you can get a peek at the pandas, you'll have to wait just a little bit. Zoo members can get a peek at them between January 10th and the 19th, and the general public will get to see the pandas on the 24th. Just weeks after the Port of Baltimore reopened following the collapse of the Key Bridge, this port, along with ports along the east and Gulf Coast, are shut down due to a strike.
Hey, what we gonna do? Shut them down!
The union wants more money and a ban on automation of port operations.
Shut them down, baby. What we gonna do?
Now, just how long the strike will last is anyone's guess. The last time the ILA walked out was 1977, and that lasted for 44 days. In Dundalk, Byron Scott, CTV News. How many people, show of hands, voted early, and talk about why? Was there a sense of urgency this time?
I like the freedoms that we have to come and go, to speak, to get proper health care.
Let's talk about the race for president right now. It's a very tight race. How would you characterize how the campaigns are going at this point?
Number one, Vice President Harris has a very positive, upbeat campaign dealing with the day-to-day issues that we as Americans face.
And we're joined by Kevin Alsop and Kavette Kane of Neiman's Gardens. And we're talking another segment of Grow With Us. And today we're talking about late winter, early spring vegetables. And what are we talking about today?
So today we're going to show y'all what you can plant now that's going to go into the early spring. And also we're going to touch on some companion planting.
Okay, once again, Kevin Alsop and Kavette. Got that right.
Mm-hmm.
Take it back, guys. Thanks.
Peace.
Listen, so I was talking to Byron recently, and he told me that he had been in the industry since before I was born, I think. I think he said he got into the industry at like 1997, and it just goes to show you how long of an amazing, legendary career he's had, and he's just been a really, wise man to go to in the newsroom, things like that, and I just wish Byron the absolute best.
Yeah, and the reel that we saw is just really a small sample of his work. He is an excellent reporter and anchor, and I have learned just so much from him, and I'm just so grateful to have been able to work with him for all these years. So we will definitely miss you, Byron.
I'm gonna miss all his jokes.
Yes.
He's always making us laugh in the newsroom. I love his laugh too. Just so legendary. We love you, Byron.
And that wraps up CTV News for now. Thanks for joining us.
All right, and to end on a lighter note, let's catch some of Byron's bloopers from over the years.
Coming down 3, 2, and 1. It's called Tighten Up, but we're not exactly talking about Archie Bell and the It's called Tighten Up, but we're not exactly talking about. Let me try something different. 3, 2, and 1. It's called Tighten Up, but we're not exactly talking about Archie Bell and the Drells. I'm Byron Scott. Will explain coming up. Wait till that stops. It's just after 11 o'clock. 2 and 1. Attorneys for the apartment complex issued a cease and desist order. Man, like I'm in the Arctic somewhere. Coming down 3, 2, and 1. Attorneys for the apartment complex issued a cease. Try that again. No tears. I can go. Coming down 3, 2, and 1. No cheers. I'm sorry to do that again. And we're back with another segment of Neiman's Garden with Kevin Alsop. Grow With Us. I got that wrong. And we're joined by Kevin Alsop and Kavette Kane of Neiman's Garden for another segment of Grow With Us. And today we're talking, yeah, I know, right? And we're joined by, darn it, I'm not getting it together today. And we're joined by Kevin Alsop and Kavette Lewis. No, darn it, I can't get it together today.
The hell is Kavette Lewis? I'm going to ask your wife.
And we're joined by Kevin Alsop and Kavette Kane of Neiman's Gardens, and we're talking about another segment of Grow With Us. Now, today is the last day of fall. Spring begins tomorrow, so we're talking late.
No. Last day of winter. Last day of winter.
Oh. Shoot.
The thing is.
It didn't sound right.
Right, right.